Today's project is a simple music player or generator or something through the Arduino. So you can play music through some basic code on the Arduino. So I'll plug this in and you can see what I've made. Anyway, so that's some Ode to Joy, and it's very easy to make to do different kinds of music. It's a very easy system. So let's get right into the materials. These are the materials. 1 Arduino Uno, 1 piezoelectric speaker, 1 100 ohm resistor, 2 jumper wires, or more, however many you want, and 1 small breadboard. Today's project is a very easy one to build. First, we can move the breadboard next to the Arduino. And now, let's place this piezo speaker on the breadboard. Now make sure you know that plus sign right there, make sure that's on the left or wherever. Doesn't really matter where you put it, as long as you remember which place it's on. So I'm going to line this up with 10 and 13. Okay. And now, we can take one of these jumper cables and put it on pin 13, which is negative for me. And I shall put this on pin number 3. And now we can take this 100 ohm resistor and put one side in pin 10 and the other side somewhere else. So you can see right there I have put it to pin number, row 6. And now I will put another wire in there on row 6 and take that over to, whoops, this one's supposed to be in pin 3. So we'll put this in pin 3 and put the other one, negative, into ground. It doesn't matter which ground you put it into. Ta-da! There you go. Today I'm going to attempt something different that I don't normally do. So I'm just going to explain these parts instead of typing them out. But if you don't like that, if you want me to explain everything and write it at the same time, then put that in the comments and I'll make sure to get to that. So first, in part 1, we first create a variable called repeating. And this will be if you want your sound or your music to continuously repeat, then you want to set that to repeating. If you don't want it to repeat, then just keep that at false. Now, then we create a variable called melody, and this represents the entire song. Make sure it ends with end, but you can see all these notes up here. You could probably put them in a separate library, but I haven't. So you can take these notes and create a song with it, however you want to. Now you also have the note durations array, which is the duration of these notes. You might want to tweak that a little bit. And so this right here represents an 8th note, and the way this works is the total length of each note is dependent. Well, first of all, these two correspond, and the total length depends on speed, which is in milliseconds, times this, times your duration, which technically is in milliseconds. So if I had this note, my middle E would be 4 times 120 milliseconds, so that would be 480 milliseconds. That would be the length of that note. Now, setup, we just initially play the melody, and we have a very simple function for playing the melody, and I'll call this part 2. So the way we do this is we have a for loop that iterates through all of the notes until it hits -1, or the value of -1, which is end, which you can see up here. It's end right there. And then it iterates through that. Now it will get a duration for each note. So that's equal to, as I explained above, the speed times the duration of that note. And then we make a tone on the piezoelectric speaker on pin 3. And that will be at the frequency of whatever note is right here. Because if we have the middle E as the note, then we jump up here. And you can see that that's the middle E. This is the frequency for it. And finally, we delay for however long the note is, and then we deactivate the piezo. And then finally, all we do is something very simple. Inside of the loop function, we check if we're repeating it. If we are, then we wait for 1 second and then just play it again.